Hey folks, it's that time of the year again. It's Steam Next Fest, and you know what that's all about. It's about all these demos. And we're checking out a demo today from 5amp called Nimrods. And it's a whole bunch of guns and a whole bunch of explosions. And let's just show you what we got. I've unlocked a number of different things already. I just got the Teslion carbine. Maybe it's kind of like Teslion. Anyways, we'll work with that. And I already have a rocket launcher on my drone. Your drone you can set up with previous weaponry that you've had. So that's, you know, a very cool way to be able to handle it. So if you're like, oh man, I really created a cool weapon that I like a lot. Well, you don't necessarily have to say goodbye. You can just pass it to your lovable flying friend there. There's kind of similar to a lot of other roguelites. You get these options right here each time you level, and you can pick, you know, what kind of level up you want. So right here, lightweight stock, you know, we get extra movement rate while firing. That's pretty cool to me. And then rate of fire increase, the eyeball charm, not really into right now, and the ammo rack, actually a big magazine size. Wow, that is a huge magazine size. Okay, no, I'm actually taking that because I'll take our magazine from 5 up to 13, and having 13 rounds will be a lot nicer. And obviously I forgot where I was when I came out of that because I ran right into something. Should have been paying attention. Anyways, anti-safe selector, bullet count with HP regen, XP, bullet damage. I'm gonna take the bullet damage. Let's just keep this climbing. Anyways, we're gonna try to make our way in a specific direction. Well, we were, but the level up dropped behind us. So it's telling us we need to go back that way. All right, bullets split into multiple bullets. Yeah, we are taking that 100%. It's a very, very strong upgrade for pretty much every weapon. So yeah, you could see that I'm not necessarily picking up every single XP globule that exists, but there's ways that you can actually have them picked up for you. I'm gonna kind of depend on that. I've very, very, very often put rate of fire as one of my highest priorities. So you can just it gets kind of crazy, and I like it. I like it like that. Anyways, we're making our way down to a kind of defended location, and there, we're already starting to see some new units. Come on. Oh, Apple! All right. Being a Washington State resident, of course I want those. It's required here. All right. So, take a look. By the way, good map in this game. It's not like a lot of others where you can't zoom in and all that sort of stuff. So, we know that we can go right over here, and there's an unlockable thing after we defeat this enemy pillar. Let's call it a turret. But once we defeat that, there will be what is the equivalent of in-game an attracta orb, and it'll suck in all the XP for us. So everything that we left behind, that'll be fine. I would really like to have a little bit more rate of fire right now. But I'll have to earn it. Alright, there, and that's a whole bunch of XP coming in on us. So, you will probably notice that there's similarities between several of the other bullet heavens that exist, and in a good way. There's only one thing that I would really like them to do a bit differently in this, and that would be reload speed and healing. I mean, our reload is kind of slow, so yeah, let's go for it. The one thing I would really like to see them do is to make the XP stand out a little bit more. Like these little blue and gray things. I don't know. Maybe it's just a me thing, but I don't see them super well. Anyways, look at that rate of fire. We're gonna mess up our reload speed, but we just boosted it a little bit ago, so getting this much extra rate of fire will be worth it. All right, let's see when we reloaded. Yeah, see, that's already a significant improvement. Yeah, I dig it. All right, let's actually have a plan with where we're going. By the way, as you could tell, I've been on this map several times. I've gone from edge to edge and revealed pretty much everything. We'll head southeast and go towards this one. So what else is there that's different about this game? Well, it is 100% gun-oriented from everything that I've seen. I haven't seen any real melee-type weapons, although there are, you can get like a bayonet edition and similar things like that. Okay, so extra magazine size could be really big for us. Yeah, 18. Yeah, let's go for that. Healing. Healing in this one is very hard to come by. It's, I would say a lot of other bullet heavens have a lot easier to come by healing than this one does. Also, you may have just noticed, so the way that my drone was firing rockets initially is different from how it is now. That's because it's able to have access to certain upgrades when you get them. So me picking up some upgrades actually helped. This right here, this would have been closed if I hadn't already opened it on another previous playthrough. So that's just another one of those sorts of things. Alright, we got a level up thing drop. Oh, if these drop and land on enemies, it can wipe them out too. So that's another pretty cool thing. Alright, we're getting a chance for the lightweight stock again, which would be nice. Or turret placer. I'm not really digging the turret placer right now. So yeah, we will go lightweight stock. You do have, and I haven't used it yet because we haven't needed to, and because it has a very long cooldown, but there is a... Hey, med pack. Look at that. Now we're like back up to nearly full health. Anyways, there is a ability to sprint for a short period of time with this character. And yes, this is the only character that is available with the demo right now. But yes, with this character, you can hit spacebar, and then boom, you can cover some ground real quick. So now we're fighting some actually slightly more difficult enemies, and let's make sure we're proceeding somewhere important. All right, yeah, we're gonna head south by southwest. All right, those ones are dropping for us. I think it would be pretty good for me to get some reload speed. Also, as you probably noticed there, if you run away from an enemy, they can just reappear somewhere else. So you can't, like, just, you know, flee fast enough and then it doesn't matter. So, not really specifically wanting a lot of these. I mean, I guess the HP regen wouldn't be too bad. Well, this one has base movement speed though too. So not only does our almost did that. Not only does our regular stuff shoot faster, but so does we move a bit faster too. So these big dragon-looking things right here, they are pretty annoying. What they do is when you kill them, they split up into a whole bunch of little guys like that. All right. Now, these are major upgrades that you get for taking out bosses at various intervals. And what I really like to do, is my crit chance is pretty low, I like to boost my crit chance by a lot initially, and then when I get it close to 100%, then I increase how much my crits can do. So that's what we're gonna do. There are plenty of viable options there. It's just the way I like to do that. All right. Rate of fire, yeah. Let's get more rate of fire with that Bubba's Gun Butter. I'm sure that's for sale at one of the local county gun shops. Definitely think I've heard that one. So, are we on? Yep, we are on course. I'm also going to be able to show you something else new. when we get into the region. Ooh, okay. Okay, cool. We got that. And we'll let that drop. All right. So another option for turret placer. We also have guarded grip, which isn't too bad, but the chevron charm is really nice. I would have preferred to have gotten this like right at the beginning, because the on kill you gain 0.01% bullet damage. Like, obviously, the sooner you can get that, the sooner you can start stacking it. However, you're not killing things as quickly right now as you are later, so it'll still probably catch up. It'll still probably be worthwhile. We have a caster that's shot something. See this little? I don't even know how I would describe this. It's like a cyclops deer thingamabob. I don't know. That was not a very good description. I'm sorry. I did my best. Bullet damage and movement speed again. Yeah. I really do like how these things fire through multiple objects, though, because you could just like set up a wave of them and you just plow through, and like everything through that is suffering, as it should. All right, I think we're kind of close to the thing that I wanted to show off. Yeah, it's right down here. All right, so this is, well, I'll explain it when we get there, because it'll make more sense showing rather than telling. Here we go. So, what you're going to have to do when you come up to this thing is you activate it, and then you have to make sacrifices within the circles. So we need enemies to come and get in the circle, and see, it keeps updating us, you know, sacrifice this many more, yada yada yada. And then, so let's head on over, pull them into this one. 20 more is what that said, 17 more, 10 more, 4 more. Alright, we made enough sacrifices there. Obviously, you don't have to stand in it as you're doing it, but it works to be bait. Alright, we did it, and now we can go in and pick up the loots. And that gave us some damage and stuff. Damage. Oh, we missed a level drop. Let's run right that up real quick. We're not doing too bad on our health. Okay, hey, here was that bayonet thing that I was talking about. Pretty good. Damage, movement speed, increases rate of fire. Yeah, so we're gonna go from corporal to sergeant. Heh, I remember that. That was like 2004. You don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. It's just personal feelings. It's just this guy on the internet being weird. I am making Hazzie cringe so hard right now. But it's what I'm good at, you know? You do what you're good at. Hey, speaking of what you're good at, this is a boss. And he's good at making my life hell. So we're actually not going to try and take that right now. Alright, cool. Now we will go ahead and increase our crit chance again. See, we're getting to 53, so we're going to be critting like almost half the time. Magazine size. Okay, see, now we have a 22 round magazine on this like Tesla cannon thing, which that's just cool, you know. Plus, it's also doing a good job for our buddy and what they're doing. So this is like an apple bush, by the way. And it gives a number of apples. That's why I was standing on it, making sure that we would be able to get something from it. Now, what else do we got in this region? Yeah, we can push far west, and that'll give us some other stuff to be able to deal with. Anyways, it might look like, oh my gosh, he's firing so fast. Just you wait. As you continue to get all your stuff upgraded, you can get an absolutely obscene firing rate, and I love it. Honestly, it's great. It's one of my favorite things about this game. All right, we had a level just drop right on top of us. That's nice. Convenient. Yeah, we'll keep going with that. The knockback power sometimes I will take, and once we get our crit really high, getting this crit bonus will help. I've had like crit bonuses up to like 500%, so whenever you get a crit, it's going to do a tremendous amount. But we're working up towards it. All right, here we go. That'll suck everything towards us. We'll get a couple more levels. Let it drop right on us. We're doing good on our health too. Okay, grenade launcher. Be good. Yeah, let's go grenade launcher. So let's demonstrate what I'm talking about. Can you all get in a group? There we go. Those were some grenades that I chucked out. Unfortunately, the enemy was already dead. But you'll have to take my word for it. They're good. We just have to have enemies that can last long enough to demonstrate. There, let's chuck one. Okay, I will stop shooting my regular weapon so we can show the grenades. Chew the grenades. That's weird. Don't shoot them. See? And then we use our grenades, and then it slowly replenishes. It's the right mouse button. So that's another thing I really like about this particular bullet heaven. You have multiple weaponry options at the same time. I just think that makes a lot of sense. You have your left click and your right click. Works great. Anyway, let's see. Getting more enemies would be more levels. I do like the collection range here, but I'm mostly relying on that stuff that picks it up for me. So yeah, let's just have more enemies, because you know we can handle it. Hopefully. Famous last words. Fortunately, we do have some very strong AoE for both us and our drone, so things are working. Let's go ahead though, and here we keep going. So yeah, right here, so almost directly northeast. And I'll just kind of let the glowing balls of doom clear the way for me. Ooh, those guys, which we had been taking out very quickly up until now, they like to charge. Okay. Going all right. I can unpucker my butt in a second. Blast through this. All right, that's actually a good job that they do right there, you know, trying to surround you in. Let's go ahead and take this down so we can get some levels, because actually having that drop on top of them would be really good right now. Okay, that's the dropping down I was talking about. All right, bonus. More rate of fire, please. Yep, definitely rate of fire. We need to be shooting faster. And we got another level down here. Those dragon guys that had shown up with one of the bosses and are showing up again, they turn into smaller dragons and then smaller dragons. And the smallest ones are the most difficult because they just kind of swarm you. But that's what we were seeing. Yeah, we're definitely taking the bigger magazine. Alright, that's not bad. Extra rate of fire. Oh, nope. This is going to be even more bullet splitting. We definitely want that. And yes, it qualifies even if it's not technically a bullet. I was kind of wondering about that the first time. Is it going to work though? But yes. All right, so also, I've already taken 1 rank of this. That's why you can see like rank 2. And that's kind of nice because it gives you an idea of what you've been picking. But yeah, let's keep going with that bullet speed and rate of fire. And perhaps at some point here, we will come across something that gives us some more health. You're taking too many hits? Okay, boss is up. It would be nice if we had already taken that down. Did not though. Alright, that's the boss down. Go ahead and pick up the thing. Alright, so we can get our crit chance all the way up to 77% with this. So we're pretty much finishing up on that portion of the build. So we can stay alive. Alright, let's go ahead and pick this up. There we go, that's great. One of the concerns that we had, because we actually streamed this the other day, was that perhaps it might get a little chuggy, a little bad in the frame rate department, but I think that was just kind of a Twitch issue. So far it's still handling it. It's fine. You know, we could really use some extra reload speed. Try to balance one of our big weaknesses. All right. Oh no, it's a +2 magazine size. I was thinking it was double magazine. But no, it's +2 to the base. So all the increases are going to count. So it's going to go from 27 to 38. Yeah, that really sounds like the way to go. Although let's just double check these. Rate of fire. Okay, for each consecutive bullet fired. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely going with this. Let's get a 38 round magazine. And we go down. But that was 3 bosses. You got a chance to see all that. And now you'll get a chance to see how things continue after that. So it shows us the types of stuff that we had picked up, how long we survived, what level damage. I think I've done like 14 million on a good one. I am not actually that big of a fan of this weapon, having tried it. I really think I do better with the rocket launcher and with either the assault rifle or the AK. Anyways, that's all fine and dandy. Let's go ahead and pick up a previous one. We are not going to give it to our drone because I wasn't super impressed with it. We will go ahead and sell it. So all those upgrades that we got, we're actually getting something out of it. Now we're at 517. So what we're going to do here is show some of the other things. So like you can pick up, like I've been picking up these sorts of things. So now, woo, I unlocked that grip. I am 4 away from being able to unlock this because I'm at 33 instead of 37. So this is just, you know, where the general upgrades are in game. And here we have cash for being able to get some of these. So more damage depending on regeneration rate, when below 50% HP, dodge and reload better. I do not like things where you have to be hurting in order for them to go well. Helix bullets penetrate foes. That sounds good. Let's go ahead and purchase that. Okay. So you got a chance to see some of that. And then, of course, over here, you can test your weaponry. You have a shooting range inside. The top thing tells you what your damage per second is in case you're actually trying to find out how good something is. And then over here, you have the ability to complete various things. As you can see, I have a number of them completed. And then you'll get cash rewards for them. So I have just a couple left to do. I'm gonna sit this one out, 90 seconds sitting still, kill 500 tanks. As you could see, I almost have that one filled up, so I've gotten like 400 and something, obviously. Anyways, that gives you an idea about what this game is about. And one of the last things I will show here is that discover additional drop points. And they have different types of enemies in those areas and different resources. So I like that. I like how you're actually exploring a real map. It kind of makes me think a little bit about Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, but that one's, randomly created maps, but it's still very much about exploring. So I like how they're throwing in the exploration in this. I really like the general upgrade system. There's, as I said, the only one thing that I would really like to see improved is making it so that the XP is a little bit more visible. But once again, since you can pick up the things for drawing it into you, it's not a huge big deal. So if you're into Bullet Heavens and Snake Plissken, you can check this out during Steam Next Fest. Have a good time, and yeah,